Welcome back, Legends! Today, we're settling the score once and for all. We're breaking down why Call of Duty Black Ops 6 is going to absolutely dominate the sad, empty husk of whatever Battlefield 6 turns out to be. They brought a destructible building to a gunfight. It's not going to be pretty. Let's get into it. The iconic Zombies mode single-handedly crushes anything Battlefield offers. Let's be brutally honest. Battlefield doesn't have an answer for zombies. It never has. While Black Ops players are deciphering cryptic Easter eggs, surviving relentless hordes, and experiencing a story with more depth than most full games, what are Battlefield players doing? Waiting for a tank to respawn? Admiring the riveting gameplay of a building collapsing for the 10th time? Zombies is a complete co-op masterpiece baked into the Call of Duty experience, offering endless replayability and a dedicated culture all its own. Battlefield tried to counter with, what was it called again? Hazard Zone? That short-lived experiment barely made a dent, while Zombies remains a titan of gaming. It's not just a bonus mode, it's a pillar of the franchise and a deal-breaker in this debate. Black Ops 6 delivers a mind-bending spy thriller campaign, not a generic war story. Battlefield campaigns often feel like a tech demo for their destruction physics, stitched together with a plot so generic you'll forget the protagonist's name before the credits roll. Go here, soldier. Secure that objective, soldier. Groundbreaking stuff. Black Ops, on the other hand, crafts a paranoid, layered narrative that messes with your head. It's a conspiracy-fueled dive into the shadows of history, driven by iconic characters and genuine plot twists. You're not just a grunt on a battlefield, you're an operative entangled in a web of deceit. While Battlefield is content with showing you how realistically a building can fall over, Black Ops is busy building a story that actually makes you feel something other than boredom. One gives you a playable Michael Bay movie, the other gives you a playable spy thriller. All right, pause the debate. We've laid out the facts, but now we want your ammo. Drop your most savage, smartest, or funniest reason why Black Ops 6 reigns supreme in the comments below. The absolute best arguments will be immortalized in a future Users Edition. Don't hold back, we're judging you. COD's gunplay is simply more satisfying, responsive, and addictive. There's an undeniable snap to Call of Duty's gunplay that Battlefield has never managed to replicate. Every action, from aiming down sights to reloading, is immediate, crisp, and provides perfect feedback. This creates a powerful kinetic loop that makes every gunfight feel impactful and intensely rewarding. Battlefield, in its quest for a clumsy sense of realism, often feels floaty and imprecise by comparison. The weapon handling can be sluggish, and the bullet physics feel more like a chore than a feature. It's as if they want you to feel the virtual weight of the gun, but all they accomplish is making the gameplay feel like you're fighting through molasses. Black Ops 6 prioritizes razor-sharp responsiveness, ensuring that player skill is instantly translated into on-screen action. One is an arcade masterpiece, the other is a clunky simulation. Omnimovement is the most revolutionary FPS mechanic in a generation. For years, first-person shooters have been stuck on a literal one-way street. You run forward, you slide forward, maybe you strafe a little. Black Ops 6 demolishes this linear thinking with Omnimovement. The ability to sprint, slide, and dive in any direction, including backwards and sideways, isn't just a gimmick. It's a fundamental evolution of player expression. This completely rewrites the rules of engagement, creating a massive skill gap and opening up tactical possibilities that Battlefield players can only dream of. While Battlefield's idea of innovation is, let's make the map bigger so you can run for longer, Call of Duty is redefining core mechanics. It's the difference between being a chess piece that can only move in certain ways and being the queen, with total freedom on the board. Call of Duty has a bigger, more active, and more dedicated community. Numbers don't lie, and the player counts tell a story of complete domination. At any given second of any day, the Call of Duty ecosystem is buzzing with millions of active players. This means instant matchmaking, a constant stream of user-generated content, and a game that feels perpetually alive. Finding a full lobby in Black Ops 6 will be effortless. Meanwhile, navigating the Battlefield server browser can sometimes feel like wandering through a ghost town, desperately searching for a populated game that isn't running the same map on a 24/7 loop. This massive, engaged community ensures COD's longevity and cultural relevance. One franchise hosts a global party that never stops. The other occasionally throws a get-together that you might miss if you blink. Battlefield's slow pace is a relic. Black Ops 6 is built for modern action. Let's call Battlefield's pacing what it is: a glorified jogging simulator interrupted by brief moments of chaos. The core gameplay loop often involves spawning, embarking on a 5-minute hike across a beautifully rendered but empty field, only to be eliminated by a sniper you never saw. This isn't tactical, it's tedious. Black Ops 6, however, is engineered for the modern gamer who values their time. It delivers a constant, high-octane flow of action, ensuring you spend more time in gunfights than you do on a scenic trek. While Battlefield players are packing a lunch for the journey to the next objective, COD players have already been in 10 different engagements. One franchise respects your desire for non-stop adrenaline, the other seems to think commuting to the battle is part of the fun. COD's map design is engineered for constant engagement, not running simulators. Call of Duty maps are masterful arenas, meticulously crafted to promote a non-stop flow of action. The classic 3-lane philosophy ensures predictable spawns, frequent encounters, and an intuitive understanding of the combat space from the moment you load in. Every corner, every piece of cover, and every sightline is designed to create opportunities for outplaying your opponent. Battlefield maps, on the other hand, are often vast, empty expanses designed to accommodate 64 players and their vehicles. This results in huge dead zones where your primary activity is running. The scale is impressive for a trailer, but in practice, it leads to long stretches of boredom punctuated by being killed from an unknown angle. One designs battlegrounds, the other designs pretty postcards you have to sprint across. The Gunsmith system offers customization that Battlefield can only dream of. Comparing Battlefield's weapon customization to the Gunsmith in Black Ops is an insult to engineering. In Call of Duty, you aren't just adding attachments, you are fundamentally re-architecting your weapon. You can take a standard assault rifle and, with the right combination of stocks, barrels, and magazines, transform it into a nimble SMG for run-and-gun plays or a long-range DMR for holding down lanes. The sheer depth allows for unparalleled player expression. What's Battlefield's answer? A limited selection of scopes and grips that barely alter the gun's core identity. Their Plus system is just a fancy quick select menu for a handful of predefined options. In Black Ops 6, you are a weapon artisan. In Battlefield, you're just picking from a very short catalog. Black Ops is a cultural phenomenon. Battlefield is just another military shooter. Let's be clear, Call of Duty transcends the gaming world. It's a household name, a cultural touchstone that influences everything from slang to Hollywood action scenes. When a new Black Ops drops, it's a global event that dominates social media and news cycles. Battlefield, on the other hand, is a game for gamers. It's respected within its niche, certainly, but it has zero impact on the wider cultural landscape. Your non-gamer friends have heard of Captain Price. They think Levolution is a new CrossFit trend. Black Ops creates moments and memes that become part of the internet's DNA. Battlefield creates impressive physics simulations that are forgotten by the next tech demo. One is a legacy, the other is just another disc on the shelf. The return of round-based zombies is the ultimate fan service. After years of experimental modes that tried to fix what wasn't broken, Treyarch is finally bringing it home. The return to classic round-based zombies isn't just a feature, it's an admission that they perfected the formula a decade ago. It's what the community has been begging for. This is a developer listening to its most passionate fans and delivering exactly what they want: the pure, survival horror arcade experience that made the mode iconic. What's the equivalent level of fan service in Battlefield? Maybe they'll bring back a map from a previous game. Whoopee. Call of Duty is reviving an entire beloved universe with its own deep lore and gameplay loop, while Battlefield is still figuring out how to make its core experience consistently enjoyable. One is a homecoming, the other is just another tour of duty. COD dominates the creator and streaming ecosystem for a reason. Tune into Twitch or YouTube on any given day, and the top of the FPS category will be plastered with Call of Duty content. This isn't an accident, it's a direct result of the game's design. The fast-paced, highlight reel-friendly gameplay is simply more entertaining to watch. Every match is packed with potential for clutch plays, incredible multi-kills, and humorous moments. Battlefield, with its long stretches of running across open fields and slower-paced engagements, is a streamer's nightmare. It's hard to keep an audience engaged when the most exciting thing that's happened in 5 minutes is spotting a distant enemy. The vibrant creator scene around COD builds hype, creates trends, and keeps the game at the forefront of the conversation, leaving Battlefield in the digital dust. Black Ops is built on a legacy of consistent hits, not franchise recovery. The Black Ops series is a dynasty of bangers. From the original's groundbreaking story to the refined multiplayer of Black Ops 2, Treyarch has a proven track record of delivering polished, innovative, and wildly successful titles. When a new Black Ops is announced, the expectation is excellence. Battlefield, however, has spent the better part of the last decade in a state of apology and recovery. From the disastrous launch of Battlefield 4 to the identity crisis of 2042, the franchise has been lurching from one course correction to the next. Buying a Black Ops game is an investment in a sure thing. Buying a modern Battlefield game feels like a gamble, hoping that this time, finally, they've managed to fix the problems from the last failed entry. The Call of Duty League proves a superior commitment to competitive gaming. When it comes to esports, the two franchises aren't even in the same league. Literally. The Call of Duty League is a multi-million-dollar, franchised, and professionally structured global competition that crowns the world's best players. It has storylines, superstars, and a level of production value that mirrors traditional sports. This top-down commitment to competition trickles down, fostering a healthy and aspiring competitive scene at all levels of play. What does Battlefield have? A few scattered community tournaments that fizzle out after a few months. There's no developer-backed infrastructure, no clear path to pro, and no real prestige. One franchise treats its competitive scene as a crown jewel, the other treats it as an afterthought, if it thinks of it at all. You can jump into COD for instant fun. Battlefield requires a strategy meeting. Want to play a quick game after a long day? In Black Ops 6, you can hop into a match and be in the middle of a chaotic, action-packed gunfight within 60 seconds. The game is designed for immediate gratification. Its core loop is easy to understand, but has a high skill ceiling. Battlefield, by contrast, often feels like a part-time job. To be effective, you need a coordinated squad, a deep understanding of vehicle spawns, and the patience of a saint. A lone wolf in Battlefield is often just free kill for a tank or a well-positioned sniper. It's a game that demands commitment and planning, which is great if you have a dedicated team, but terrible for the average player looking for instant, accessible fun. Black Ops focuses on pure infantry skill, not hiding in a vehicle. At its heart, Call of Duty is the ultimate test of gun skill, movement, and map awareness. The victor in any given firefight is determined by who has the faster reaction time, the steadier aim, and the smarter positioning. While score streaks exist, the core experience is a pure, infantry-based duel. Battlefield throws this entire concept out the window. Your epic gunfight can be instantly and unceremoniously ended by a tank shell from 400 meters away, a helicopter you never heard, or some other vehicular nonsense that requires zero direct skill to operate against a soldier on foot. Black Ops 6 celebrates the skill of the player. Battlefield celebrates the player who was lucky enough to grab the tank first. One is a shooter, the other is a vehicle simulator with shooting elements. Characters like Frank Woods are legends. Battlefield characters are forgettable. Quick, name 3 protagonists from the last 3 Battlefield campaigns. Can't do it? Exactly. They're a revolving door of generic, interchangeable soldiers who exist solely to move the plot from one explosion to the next. Now, think about Black Ops. Frank Woods, Alex Mason, Jason Hudson, these are iconic characters with distinct personalities, memorable lines, and complex backstories that fans have followed for over a decade. They are the heart and soul of the narrative. People cosplay as these characters, quote them, and are genuinely invested in their fates. While Battlefield gives you a blank slate, you'll forget by the time you're on Mission 2, Black Ops gives you legends. That level of character building creates a connection that Battlefield can only dream of achieving. COD's seasonal content model provides a more consistent stream of updates. Call of Duty has perfected the live service model. Every season brings a predictable, yet exciting cadence of new maps, new weapons, new operators, and a battle pass packed with cosmetics. This constant drip feed of content keeps the game feeling fresh and gives players a reason to log in week after week. Battlefield's post-launch support, historically, has been a roller coaster of inconsistency. Updates are often sporadic, content drops can feel anemic, and the roadmap can seem more like a vague suggestion than a concrete plan. While the Black Ops community is busy unlocking the latest meta-defining weapon, the Battlefield community is often left wondering when the next meaningful update will even arrive. One offers a reliable stream of fun, the other offers a puddle of uncertainty. The prestige and polish of a Black Ops launch are unmatched. When a Treyarch-developed Call of Duty launches, it arrives with a level of polish and completeness that feels like a rarity in modern gaming. The campaign is finished, the multiplayer is robust with maps and modes, and Zombies is a fully featured experience from day one. It's a premium AAA product that works as advertised. Let's contrast that with the recent history of Battlefield launches, which have become synonymous with game-breaking bugs, missing features, and a general feeling of being an early access title sold at full price. The community has come to expect a year of patches just to get the game into the state it should have been in at launch. With Black Ops 6, you're buying a finished game. With Battlefield 6, you're beta testing. Call of Duty is the more accessible and immediately rewarding experience. Black Ops 6 understands a fundamental truth. Games should be fun from the first minute. Its intuitive controls, fast time to kill, and straightforward objectives mean a brand new player can jump in and feel competent almost immediately. The feedback loop is instant. You see an enemy, you shoot, you get a hit marker, you get a kill. It's pure, uncut dopamine. Battlefield's steep learning curve, however, can be incredibly alienating. New players are thrown into massive maps with complex vehicle mechanics, bullet drop physics, and a team play dependency that can be brutal for solo players. Before they even learn the maps, they're likely to spend hours getting frustrated. One game welcomes you with open arms and a shotgun, the other hands you a textbook and points you toward a war zone. The social buzz and meme culture surrounding COD is on another level. Call of Duty isn't just a game, it's a content engine. Every match has the potential for a viral clip, a hilarious rage quit, or the birth of a new meme that takes over the internet for a week. The community is constantly churning out funny, creative, and relatable content that keeps the game in the cultural zeitgeist. Think about the iconic memes: F to pay respects, 1v1s on Rust, the endless supply of Zombies quotes. What's the Battlefield equivalent? Maybe a funny ragdoll glitch from 2013? The social energy around a Black Ops launch is electric, fueling discussions, debates, and shared experiences on a massive scale. COD is the party everyone's talking about. Battlefield is the quiet gathering that you hear about a week later. At the end of the day, Black Ops 6 is simply going to be more fun. We can break down mechanics, analyze netcode, and debate game theory until we're blue in the face. But it all boils down to a single, simple question: which game is more fun? The answer is unequivocally Black Ops 6. It's a game built on a foundation of pure, unadulterated arcade action. It delivers that satisfying feedback loop, that adrenaline rush, that just one more match feeling that Battlefield, with its slower pace and higher barrier to entry, consistently fails to capture. While Battlefield is chasing the ghost of tactical realism, Black Ops is laser-focused on providing the most enjoyable, replayable, and exhilarating shooter experience possible. One is a meticulously crafted fun delivery system, the other is a simulation that often forgets that games are supposed to be entertaining. And that's the final nail in the coffin. Thanks for watching us dismantle the competition. If you've got your own reasons, make sure to drop them in the comments for the glory of the win. If you enjoyed the takedown, consider subscribing for more undisputed facts. 21 Reasons Why. Epic debates, legendary comments.